Hello everybody, I am Goji Gabi 20 here, finally doing a review for this glorious, legendary myth, the legend, Optimus Prime figure that is from the Studio Series. This is the Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the movie, 1986, Commander Class, Optimus Prime. Oh boy, you guys probably seen tons and tons and tons of reviews of this figure, but not for me yet on my channel. So we're finally gonna do it, which is about dang time. And by the way, I did buy this figure, not for myself actually, but I bought 3 of these figures a while back for a very good friend of mine, Optimus Prime, aka Tyler, as well as Jason, aka Jason Star Prime. I got this figure for them for Christmas and a late birthday gift. Well, Tyler, late birthday gift, and Jason was a Christmas gift, and I got myself that too. So I basically, let's just say my wallet suffered, but you know what, it's worth it. But this figure is truly phenomenal. But first things first, of course, let's take a look at the box, because I usually, hold on, excuse me, I usually like to show the boxes unless I don't have them, but here we go. Sorry about the camera real quick. So you can see right here, the packaging is very nice. Very nice. It's basically an homage to how he was transforming in the air and shooting into some Decepticons. That looks really cool. I love this artwork. And we see the stuff here and there. Optimus Prime right there. Transformers Authentic. Optimus Prime. Oh yeah, I see the other side right here. There you go. Boom. Here's the back of the scene. And you can see here, there's a scene, of course, because there's the scene right there. But back of the packaging. But you can see it right there. You can read it right here as well, real quick. Optimus Prime joins the Autobus City Defense to stop the Decepticons, no matter the cost. Just like in the film. And you can see here, just the packaging is always nice. And here we have Optimus Prime in his truck mode, of course, with his trailer. And oh my goodness, oh my god, this figure is so awesome. I love this figure. You guys already know this figure won #1 figure of the year for me. And this guy is amazing. Well, 2024, not 2025, because that goes to someone else so far, which hopefully reviewing him soon. But still, Optimus Prime here looks fantastic. I'll try my best not to go all out, because I'll be honest, I'm not the best at reviewing commanders, because I talk about almost every detail, and I don't want to do that this time, because I know you guys see this a lot, but you probably want to see my thoughts. But I'll try to make it less crazy, but I can't keep any promises though, so be aware. But let's take a look at this front vehicle here, the truck, the iconic flat nose truck. Yeah, look at that. Go over here, the details, very nice. And oh, dust right there, get that out of here. Sorry about that. The windows are nicely designed. It's like translucent plastic, but the clip-ons, well, I don't know how to say it, like a place on, you know what I mean? They're not like actual clear plastic. It's just they're put in there, which I prefer better than having a full figure made of clear plastic, because I've gained a little tired of that and it's concerning. You can see right there on the side too. But I think it's painted on the inside as well, so that's even more cool looking. And there's that. Yeah, these smokestacks can be very annoying. So front grille, paint over here, very nice. Autobot logo. So the rims are painted and they're pinned wheels, so that's great. Ladder is there. Back, very nice. Love it. I love it. Yes, mine does have the misassembled pieces here, but to be honest, it's not the end of the world. Like, you could barely notice it unless you really have OCD. That's crazy. I do kind of have that, but not too much to the point where I'm gonna you know, it's not like that. It's not like that. I'm just like, it is what it is. If it really bothered me, if it really did, I'll just buy another one if I get lucky. But I don't want to do that. But other than that, the vehicle mode is very top notch. But let's go to the trailer. The trailer is so good here. See the Alba logo, the details there, the back. Well, the back really. Very good details. back here. And I like how this is detailed there too. That is so nice. So overall, very nice trailer. And you can also put this here too, because this may have a purpose for that too, which we'll get to that in a bit, but you can do that as well. Very cool. All right, since we're doing this now, let's take a look. Oh, one thing I will mention is the paint here does make it look mismatched from the rest of the trailer, but it's not that big of a deal. But I will get to this though, because I feel like I should address this, but we'll get to that soon. But you open this up, leave it not really all the way, unless you're gonna do it like this, but for now you don't have to. But in this case, you're gonna open this up, and boom, you have a lot of accessories here. Let me go back here a little bit, because this camera, oh boy, you can see right here, a lot of accessories. You have the axe, well, the Energon axe, 2 blast effects, the ion blaster, roller, and a turret piece, which I forgot what it's called, but it's there. You can see the detail is very nice on the inside. Nicely detailed. And if you're laying this down, I feel like these pieces are designed not only to make it more stable, but to hold this from drooping down, which I prefer that so much, because the Earthrise, it was drooping a lot because it didn't have the support, and I'm happy they added that. So kudos, Hasbro and Takara. As you can see, very, very cool. And we'll take a look at this real quick. Roller, really nice. It's all silver, pinwheels. Nothing much except it's cool. I love him. And you can put some Headmaster characters here if you have any, and they would be able to fit, but sometimes you may have an issue with this. But there you go. I did the best I could. Nice. Either way, he can roll. So whee! Now the turret here, it can extend, but this piece here can go up. Just up there, and there you go. You can display it however you wish, open it up however you wish. This side here, you can open up, and I think you can put blast effects here, but I'll try that in a little bit. Give me a second. Sadly, no, it doesn't. I tried. It just does not connect. So, bummer, but it is what it is. But these are blast effects, which is pretty good. Not the greatest. This is more like the Masterpiece style. Oh, sorry about that light. This is more of the MP44 blast effects, which is not bad. I'm happy that they included this to be like the not MP, but the Masterpiece. But I think these are definitely the least interesting blast effects I've seen thus far. But hey, you know what? We got them. That's all that matters. But if you want, you can, of course, disconnect this, which is pretty crazy, and connect them to Roller, and there you go. Nice, very nice. It's weird, but it's an option if you want to do it. It's not too bad. Now, I'm pretty sure you know the answer to this, but for those that don't, can you put the Autobots in the trailer? But I did take everything out except for the blaster and the axe, so bear with me here. Bumblebee? Yeah, you can go in there. Jazz? Yeah, you can go in there too. So you can put 2 deluxes in here, which is very nice. But figures like Ironhide, Ratchet, etc., that's not gonna work. Only in deluxes or small deluxes can fit in the trailer, and that's perfectly fine, honestly. So we can just close this and have Optimus take Bumblebee and Jazz inside the trailer to the next mission. There you go. I do want to talk about this actually. So this is right here. This can open, but I would not recommend just trying one hand or like this. Otherwise, you could break it. Just use your 2 fingers and gently push it down, but you don't want to mess it up too much, because if you do like this, you're gonna break it. You see I'm struggling, but use your 2 fingers gently and this will open up, and there you go. Here we have more of the effects here, and this is to recreate the scene when he's going against the Decepticons in the film. And you can see here, you can put some stuff in there too, but make sure you line them up just right. They go under here, and the next part right there. He is going in the air, going against some Decepticons like in the film. The fact that they did this, they never had to do this. This was unnecessary to me, but it's really nice that they did. for anyone that wants to display this or use it for a stop motion series. Oh, it could happen. Hintity hint hint. But still, it's a nice thing to have nonetheless. Speaking of the Autobots, here he is with his Autobot comrades, which is a reference for the Bayverse film. We have, of course, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Jazz, Ironhide, and Ratchet. All 5 look great together. And just, if you think this looks good, imagine the rest of the Autobots, which you can if you have this guy. But I can tell you right now, this Optimus Prime makes the whole figures of Autobots look even better than the Decepticons, because we need a Megatron for 86, which we should get one soon, but we need more Decepticons to go to 86 stuff, upgrades even. But right now, this is This is fantastic. Alright, so this is actually the next day, doing a review for this figure. I had to do things before editing this, but I want to show this off, the Legacy Motormaster. As you can see, Optimus and Motormaster look great together. Motormaster's trailer may still be small now compared to Optimus Prime's, but you can't deny these two do look great together. Like I said, Motormaster's a little shorter now, but you know what? Hey, this looks pretty good. You can recreate the scene from that G1 episode where they crash playing chicken. But still, I personally think that Motormaster looks pretty good with Optimus Prime here for 86. So, yeah, I'm really happy. Oh, why is he here? Well, actually, jokes aside, this is Halfway for the Kingdom. I brought him up here because in case some people ask, which I'm pretty sure you already know, but yes, you can have him hold the trailer. So, yee! As you can see, still works pretty well. If you want to go further, I would recommend it. Just go like here. There you go. So, for those that want to know, now you know. Last but not least, the trio of Transformers with trailers. Well, for the most part, for the Autobots. Here we have Optimus Prime with his trailer and Ultra Magnus. And these guys look great. As much as I love Magnus with his trailer, and Rodimus because he looks awesome, I gotta say Optimus is the best out of the 3 because it's a better looking truck and a awesome trailer. Because I always had a spot all the time. See, I'm tired still. I always had a soft spot for this trailer and I couldn't be more happy with this. But still, regardless, all these figures look great. I think the Commanders really are one of the best figures we've ever gotten for a Transformer collecting career so far, for me at least. I've just been, honestly, for the most part, very happy with almost every single Commander we've gotten. Alright, now it's time to transform him. And let you guys know right now, this is the 3rd attempt of me trying to perfectly transform this guy for you guys. I transform a lot. I transform my own ways, but for the review, I wanted to be, pretty good. It's just the way I had it recorded, it was just, it's kind of a nuisance, to be honest. So, I'm going to do what I personally want to do. I'm going to try my best, okay? Put the wheels right here. It's the camera, too, is how the angle it's going to make it hard as well. Do that there. And then fold these a little bit down. Fold this. Same thing. Fold this. And then you just make sure this is lined up. Like there. So you can have it slide all the way. And do it again. If you don't, then that happens. Beep. But make sure it's lined up. And the boom. There you go. And then next up, what I want to do is put the feet up like this. There you go. And there you go. Disconnect this. Fold it down. And then, there you go. So fold this pieces. I kind of want to do the legs first because I think the legs are the best thing to start with to finish off here first. So, yeah, do be careful though. There you go. This is my silly way of doing it. You can see you can do a truck Gearbot mode. My camera messing up. The Gearbot mode for trucks. This is so stupid, but I love it. I love it. It's dumb. Anyways, going back up. This is where we're gonna look at the other part here. And what you want to do next is fold this down, fold this up, there. Same thing here. Do this. And yeah, like I said, do be careful. This will pop up sometimes. My copy loves to do that. It's just mostly just a copy on mine. It's annoying, but see, there you go. In due time, if you're careful, if you have a better copy, you won't deal with this. I kind of wish this was pinned, to be honest. It would save me less trouble. Or it will spare me the trouble. There you go. And all I like to do is just turn the arms around like this, just to get the arms over with. Because I want him to be perfect soon, which he will be. There you go. I know you guys seen this many times, but it's my review. Just want to do it anyways. Just make sure this is connected. Put this down, and then turn it around. Open this up. Fold this out. Fold the fingers. There you go. You should be good with this. Now he's something. And next what you want to do is fold this up. And then these, you want to do this. How I'm doing it. Like that. Because I thought at the time doing transformation, you had to do like this. But no. You gotta have this like that. So it could be a lot easier for the future. Like there. See? And then you fold this all the way up. Like so. Turn it around. Fix the antennas, and there you have Optimus Prime in his obesity form. I'm sorry. This was not intention. This was not intended. It just happened. I just had this weird idea to see how it will look, and there you go. If you want to do that. Okay, for real though. For real, what you want to do next is turn this waist. Oh, before you turn the waist around, you're gonna want to fix this to the bottom. Fold that. Fold this piece down like so, and put this there. And then once that's taken care of, make sure this is all the way out. And this right here. You want to next put this up, same side. Like, no, make sure everything's not in the way, because that's the true part. And then you turn this all around. And then when you're done with that, the next thing you want to do is click this down too to make it look nicer. And oh, look at that. That's inappropriate. Sorry. It's inappropriate. Fold this down. Fold this up. There you go. Close all this. Wait, oh wait, hold on. Before you do that, put this down, I believe. Hold on. I think I got it right. No, I think I had it right. Yeah, I think I had it right. Right there. Yeah, it's my bad. My bad. And then fold all this up. And then this piece goes like there. This skirt's still there. And turn this all around and boom! There you go. Here we have 86 Optimus Prime. Fully finished. Not whatever mess I had him in. Because that was ridiculous. Maybe I did something wrong here. I will try to fix that later, but this is how I remember having him displayed as. Well, wait on. Almost forgot. There you go. And holy bejesus, this Optimus Prime. What can I say that doesn't describe awesomeness or perfection? How about divine? Or Prime. Yeah, Prime's better. Look at this guy. This guy, he looks like he jumped off the screen. And dude, he looks so amazing. Look there, look at that. That looks terrific. But of course, you know on my channel, we're gonna take a look at his head sculpt. Oh, one thing I forgot to show off is this. Make sure this right there. It doesn't do much, but it does make it look a little bit better. I didn't even notice that because honestly, well, I can't take it out anymore, which honestly I don't want to because I want this to look pretty good. But you probably saw it, but yeah, that looks 10 times better when it's folded like that, so my bad. And here are the details on Optimus Prime's face. Look at the head sculpt. That, you can't get more than Optimus Prime like this, or get more Optimus Prime than this, if that's even a saying for me. It makes sense. Oh my goodness. You can see that. It looks in the distance, even then, it looks so much like him. I know people say it's not, it is accurate actually, but I don't know what people are talking about, but I know people have nitpicks of their own. But I personally think this guy's fantastic. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just flake of the plastic. Okay. Didn't notice that till now. That's how good this figure is, really. You have the chest again there. Really nice. Yeah, there's some pieces here. I don't know what that came from, but that I can do. Very, very nice. The crisp white, honestly, I prefer this more than the gray plastic, because I'm kind of tired of Optimus's area always gray plastic during Siege and Earthrise. But this case, this is gonna be white. I don't think it's gonna yellow anytime soon, which I hope it doesn't, because I know figures have been doing that recently. Feet. There's not a lot of paint, but technically speaking, this is accurate to how he looked in the show, or the movie even. So, pretty good. Articulation, his head could go up, down, not a lot, but he can go side to side because his head's on a ball joint. So, see they're going on there. Arms, 360 degrees, see there, go out and in like that. Swivel, do the transformation, and the elbows can bend like this. But the problem is this arm doesn't go all the way like a maximum elbow, you would say, a double jointed elbow. Is he in the world? No, because it's not that bad. And plus, you can do some poses with this. So I'll try to show you guys off soon. And so you see that there, wrist swivel. And fingers can move. Not all fingers, all these move together, but his pointing finger can actually, you know, move on its own. Like transform and roll out. That's cool. It's not the best impression of Optimus Prime. I was trying to go for TF1 Optimus, actually. So, there's that. And, oh, do the transformation. Well, do the transformation. If I can do it right. Yeah, it could be tough. Give me a second. Right, for some reason, mine was tight. But I'll just put this up real quick. I never had that issue before. Holy shoot. But, yeah, he has butterfly joints. So, you could do that. So, see that? Look. I could do it just fine. This side, giving me problems. That's interesting. That's never happened before. That's crazy. But yes, you can do a butterfly joints. And if you wanted to, yes, you can. You can give him the, like you did in Megatron the 6th film. Never! Like, that is cool. You can't admit that's awesome. But yeah, these can move too, but more annoying. And the antennas can move as well, if for your personal preference, and do the transformation too. So there is that. Waist can swivel. Yeah, no, he does not have a bicep, not bicep, but he doesn't have a ab crunch, which I do not mind that, because I don't particularly mind my figures not having ab crunch for transformer wise, but when they do, it's great. But I'm not one of those people, which they're not wrong for wanting it. Trust me, it does make the figure 10 times better. And the skirt can move up to go forward. Same here with the skirt in the back, can go backwards, and there you go. And of course, we gotta do it as a jobby reference. Beautiful spread. And these can swivel. Well, actually, on my copy, it's loose, but it's not like floppy loose all the time. Like, it does show it, but it does hold its pose. So that's very important. And swivel, like I said. And knee bend, pretty impressive too. Not the most impressive in the world, but still pretty good. And ankle pivot. And if you want, toe movement right there. Or feet, whatever. It's not too shabby, do a transformation. But ankle pivot, that's all that matters. So this guy is pretty posable. Like, he is. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to do it anyways. There you go. Top notch. Again, very good posability for Commander Optimus Prime. This is very nice. And we're going to show this off here, because why not? You can have this whole thing displayed with Optimus Prime, which is very nice and very cool. And one thing I did forget to mention for this is that this piece, yes, it can open up. Forgot to mention that, but it's so minor that I would not even know it moved or opened. I don't know why it does, but it does. So let's knock a short out off. There you go. Now that that's carried away, let's take a look at the battle axe, which is the Energon axe. Very nice. Honestly, very good. Yes, it has a hole there. That's because to put in the trailer, which makes sense. But Yes, it has this because of how it's molded, but the side here, perfect. It's just simply perfect. I'm so happy to have an axe. I had again, from the Centurion Drill and Earthrise one. I did sell it off, sadly, because I was the only way to make the Optimus Prime and Megatron from Earthrise sell with the flail and the axe. Plus, those ones were not that great anyways, to be honest. This is so much better. So what you want to do, instead of like what you did at Earthrise before, like doing this and connecting this on the side, it was but this time you can actually not detach, but disconnect this, turn his head around, like not around, but inside, like so, and do that, and this is where you connect it, right there. And I personally think this is so much better than what we have for Earthrise. You could recreate the second part of the episode from the series, from season 1, where he tells Megatron, "You destroy everything you touch, Megatron." That just looks like perfect, like that. Oh my god. Absolutely gorgeous. I've always wanted something like this to be perfected, and for the Generations line, we got it. Oh, that's so good. Next one is the Ion Blaster, and dude, I gotta say, this is a beautiful looking Ion Blaster. I think out of all the figures that have been released of the Ion Blaster, besides the Centurion Drone one, this is the best one. Definitely. The Siege one was good. It was just a little bulkier. Earthrise was puny but thick. I'm not saying as a joke. I mean, it was very thick but small. This is perfect, accurate, and just slender looking, and it's just all around looks badass. And it's a gunmetal gray again too. So then you just connect this, put it there, but just put it in the peg. But you just want to make sure the fingers are aligned so you can make it look good, you know? Which you could with just the finger here, which makes it look like he's about, you know, actually it looks pretty good. It's like his finger is actually about to pull the trigger, which is not too bad. But I'm not trying to do that. I was trying to make it go all the way like that. There you go. But you know what? That actually doesn't look too bad. I might just keep that right there because it looks pretty good. But hold on. Yeah, I heard that this doesn't connect all the way, and it's somewhat true, but still holds. So that's very important. And there you go. He's blasting some Decepticons. And to give it more of that cool look, yes, it is compatible, of course, with blast effects. And there you go. Looking so cool. But yeah, they gave him the blast effects that were like similar to the MP44 blast effects, which I do not mind. I'm happy they did it, but yeah, I guess this ain't the best blast effects I've seen. I've seen better, but you know what? I'm happy to be got nonetheless. Oh yeah, now that is devastating right there. Hey, get out of here. It's not your time yet. You think that's it, right? Well, no. That is not it, actually. We have one final accessory, and that is you open up his chest. Well, I thought it worked like this, but no. Really, what you want to do is put your fingernail right here, open this up to the side, and there you go. And revealing, fold this up too, the Matrix of Leadership. And oh my god, that is amazing. Now, granted, it is not painted all the way inside here. I think the budget went for everything else and for this flat piece. But it's okay. I mean, I could paint it myself, but I don't want to cause the trouble for that. So I'm just going to leave it for what it is and take off the Matrix. As you can see, the Matrix looks so beautiful. Mine's got a little scuff there, but it's not the best in the world. It looks beautiful, but if you look closely, it is sloppily painted. At least on my copy, so that's unfortunate, but I do have other Matrixes to make up for this if I really did not want this one. But you know what? I'm going to keep it anyways because I think this is really nice. Again, I've seen better releases of the Matrix, but what can you do? Now, you can just... Well, actually, I was going to put it back in, but I want to do something else real quick. Yeah, I tried my best, guys. I'll be honest, I guess because of how his hands are, it's kind of tough for him to make the Matrix look pretty decent while being whole. But this is not too bad if you're going to make him look like this. But trying to make the Matrix look forward, good luck with that if you want to make it like this. This is kind of difficult. It is what it is. If you want, you could try doing this, which I think is the best way to do it. Yeah, granted his fingers are like this, but honestly, you got a good thing going here if you got this. So, you know what? That's not too shabby. And here's Optimus Prime in comparison with all the other 86 cast members. Well, minus a couple characters. We'll get to that in a bit. But here we have freaking Ironhide looking on the other side. Come on, look at this side, man. Come on. Ironhide from 86, Ratchet as well, Bumblebee, and Jazz. Well, this version of Jazz is actually from the 5-pack from the Autobots Unite, or Stand Unite set. I forgot what it's called, but it's from Legacy United. It's a selects pack. This is the Jazz, but it's an 86 mold, so it still, in a way, counts. Same goes with Wheeljack from that 5-pack set, but this is from Earthrise. He looks good still. And this is the Kingdom Sideswipe figure from the 2-pack set that was Amazon exclusive. And of course, one more 86 figure, Grimlock, my boy. And my friends and I were debating about the size of Grimlock and Optimus because 86 Optimus Prime is bigger than Earthrise. And that was concern for Grimlock sizing. But to be honest, it doesn't look bad. I think this looks, honestly, just still good. Just as good. If not, a little bit nicer, to be honest. I like the Optimus Grimlock, or the time Optimus and Grimlock are the biggest of the Autobots. And mostly the Dinobots are bigger. But Optimus should be the largest of the Autobots because he's the leader. And I think this looks perfect. Yes, I wish I could show you guys all the Autobots, but that would be a lot of work, and I'm just not in the mood to do that. I'm sorry. But if maybe a collection video one day, my whole entire collection again, maybe you'll see it in display. But if you guys do want to have that, if you guys have the Autobots as much as you guys got in the past couple of years, you know it's going to be good. I already know it. It's great. But this looks great. Now, the one comparison I was dying to do, again, curious about, is Legacy Motormaster in comparison to Optimus Prime. And my fears were true. Unfortunately, Motormaster is no longer taller or the same size as Optimus Prime. Womp womp. But to be honest, it's not a big deal. These guys weren't really the main arch nemesis anyways. Well, Motormaster declares it for Optimus Prime being the mortal enemy, but really, Motormaster's arch nemesis really is Silver Bolt, but Motormaster thinks otherwise. But if you guys wanted Motormaster to go toe-to-toe with Optimus Prime, unless you could deal with this, you had to deal with he's kind of smaller than Optimus now. For another comparison, here are the 3 big boys, the big commanders. Well, not the biggest, but it's, in my case, for 86 at the moment, they're the biggest. Rodimus is not 86, but I have a hunch he might get one eventually. But I won't be surprised if he doesn't. But here we have them all here. Ultra Magnus, Prime, Optimus Prime, and Rodimus Prime. And they all look fantastic together. I love this. And like I said before, I think 86 Prime is the best one. Second best is Ultra Magnus. This is just an amazing figure. It's basically a mini masterpiece, and I adore him. Rodimus, honestly, he has his own issues of his own. I did not know this happened there. When did that happen? Yikes. I didn't know this. There's like, that was never there before. The whole plastic there? Oh, man. I might get repo labels for this guy. Well, hopefully we get an 86 variant, which I don't think we will. But I'm sorry, guys. I just noticed that. Oh, nuts and bolts. Unless if I find a good cheap price to get a better one, which I don't think I will because this guy's kind of hard to get now. I can just deal with it. It's whatever. But repo labels could be a thing. But anyways, I still think Optimus Prime is the best in my opinion, and I'm happy that way. One final comparison, and here he is with 86 Galvatron, aka it's the Kingdom Galvatron, but this is the 86 variant, which I think this is the better version of Galvatron to date at the moment. And yes, they do actually look very nice together. Galvatron and Optimus Prime look stellar. Man, so happy to have this. Optimus looks to be taller, but I can assure you they're basically eye to eye. And that's, honestly, that's all that matters to me. Eye to eye, that's great. And you probably want to know, what about Megatron, the most important comparison? I no longer have any Megatrons in G1 anymore. I sold them all at the time because, yes, I needed the money, and 86 is actually just around the corner. So, Hasbro, Takara, Mark, Evan, if you ever watch this, please tell us updates about the 86 Megatron. Please. I'm begging you, please. Because I want a Megatron in my collection now. Even more. Right now it's just Starscream in his coronation outfit. And I bet Megatron's going to be pissed about that when he gets here. Or if he ever does. Which I'm sure he will. But until then, this is good enough. Galvatron. Which I love Galvatron anyways. So, final verdict on the Transformers Studio Series 86 Commander Optimus Prime from, of course, Transformers the movie, or the Transformers the movie, to be specific. What else can I say about this figure? This is a beautiful piece of art of Optimus Prime so far this as of to date. This is an amazing figure. Anyone that misses out on this figure, I'm sorry, but what are you doing with your life? I mean, if you guys don't want it, that's fine, but seriously though, what are you doing with your life? I'm being dead honest. Get this, if you're a true Optimus Prime fan, or do you want the best of the best, this is the best of the best. Well, G1 wise. This is the Optimus Prime for everyone's collection. He comes with a trailer, he comes with accessories, roller, the Matrix, his axe, his ion blaster, blast effects even, other effects for his truck mode, and the figure itself, Optimus Prime. This is the Optimus Prime. But I think Evan did say that they're not done cooking yet for more Optimus Prime stuff for G1. So if this isn't the best one yet, there's more to come in the future. But I personally think this is the best one at the moment. And I love this figure. Honestly, if you have a chance, if you have gift cards or freaking birthday money laying around, or even have to scramble all over pennies or whatever that word is, whatever the right word to say, to go all over your pennies at a piggy bank, do what you can. If you can get this Optimus Prime figure, do it. You will not be disappointed. Trust me. For that, he gets a 10 out of 10. Perfect star. He is the Optimus Prime in my collection. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully this time for Age of the Primes. Goji Gabby 20 out.